Hello, I hope y'all are doing great. It is September 24th, and today I'm back, of course. So today I am going to be talking about mainly the tropics. Uh, we got a lot to talk about regarding the tropics. Uh, that's going to be the main focus of today's video, just to kind of, because that's pretty much the biggest deal right now. Uh, yeah. So first things first, we're just going to start off by talking about like kind of what's going on like now, just for like a couple minutes. Uh, so like these were the low temperatures this morning, pretty much. Uh, this was at 7 a.m. That's Eastern time, 6 a.m. Central, or no, yeah, 6 a.m. Central. Yeah. You can see we had some temperatures in the 30s in the Northeast. If we can go like region by region here. Uh, Northeast, we can see this morning. We have many temperatures in the uh, 30s. Even some areas likely getting below freezing. New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. 40s widespread. Long Island, Boston. Apparently, New York was only 52, but probably 40s in most of that area. Really. And then Midwest, kind of Great Lakes area. 50s mainly, some 40s. Moving to the Northwest. Just gonna definitely not skip the Northern Plains. You can see pretty warm, I'd say. For the Northwest, I'd say like or not Boston, Portland, or not Portland, Seattle. Okay, I said that wrong twice. We can see 50s this morning. Portland is also 50s. So kind of warm. Not really. It's pretty hot in the Southwest, like usual. Lows actually down here though are 13s. That's that'd be um that'd be 6 a.m. I think. Yeah, 6 a.m. Uh, Phoenix in the 70s. Generally, pretty warm in some areas, but some areas like in the mountains were pretty cold. South Central U.S. Right over Texas, we can see very warm. Pocket of 70s here. But then as you go into the southeast, though, in the east, it was pretty cool this morning. We can see many areas in the 40s, like Sumter, Florence. Those 40s kind of inched their way into Georgia. Got down to 48 at my house. So it's like really the coldest morning in the southeast since probably May, I'd say. I think May. It's pretty nice. Still pretty warm afternoon, though. We can see many areas have already warmed up to around 80 or like mid upper 70s. So, yeah, that's that. Talking about the tropics now, this is the big deal. So we have Fiona. Fiona is a post-tropical cyclone, still with winds of 75 miles per hour. That's sustained. Central pressure of 948 millibars. This thing just went straight over Nova Scotia, or like the eastern part of it. Hurricane force winds field. We can see just how big that was as it came into Nova Scotia there. Looking at like observations though, Halifax, many areas here gusted up to around like 60, maybe higher up towards around 70, maybe closer to the coast. I think this is, I don't know, I'm not sure if this is an airport or not, but we can see 69 max gust there. There's not a whole lot more stations in Nova Scotia, but then this one got 56, so yeah, I have to find a better way to get like wind stuff for Nova Scotia. Talking about other stuff in the tropics now, we've Gaston, 45 mile per hour winds. It's moving just southwest, but confident. It's supposed to kind of just turn through a tropical depression. Not really much of an issue. Hermine, 40 mile per hour winds. It's supposed to just turn into a depression as well. Kind of just stay out there. No problem. No, nothing really to us. We're not going to talk about this much in today's video. Maybe a little bit. I don't want to focus on that a whole lot because this could affect us later. But right now we have a bigger deal, and that's Ian. I'm probably saying that wrong because a lot of times these names are like said in some weird ways. But That's what I'm gonna call it. That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay. So currently the track of this from the National Hurricane Center has it turning into a hurricane by around tomorrow evening. A major hurricane by Tuesday morning, and it's pretty much right north of Tampa by Thursday morning. Um, Pretty alarming cone there, I'd say. But there's still a lot of uncertainty with this. That's what we got to talk about because this is still not really set in stone as to like what's gonna happen. You see the latest run in the GFS. This is from about 3 hours ago. Has this thing just going up into the like western Florida Panhandle, going up into Alabama. A lot of rain associated with this, but it definitely does weaken before it makes landfall. So that would reduce some of the impacts. I mean, it makes landfall there is like a 985, another probably like a 983, 84, but still a lot of rain. Though flooding would be definitely an issue. We go over to the European though. The new 12Z is currently coming out, which we can see. Let's just see if there's any shifts. So no, 985 right there, and then the last 900Z. It's shifted slight bit west. Okay, so a little shift west in the new Euro, but of course I'm not filming this video at a good time, so I'm not gonna be able to look at the new 12Z till afterwards. But you can see this kind of just goes right into Florida. As a 967, like kind of north of Orlando, as a 985, and then that moves very slow. I mean, we can see 12Z Thursday, it's over Orlando, near Orlando, and then by I mean it's just leaving Florida 24 hours later. So I mean it's in Florida for about 24 hours. That's moving very slow, and then yeah. So and once this gets into the southeast, we can see we have like the European just takes this like a curve, and then it has like many areas probably getting some gusty winds from like Columbia, South Carolina, over to Macon, Georgia, up maybe towards Athens. It's kind of a little bit of a longer shot though because of how quickly. But anyway, I mean, if this happens, it'd be cool. It'd be a lot of rain. Also Friday, the one thing that's gonna be interesting is it's gonna be pretty cold across the southeast for. That'll be in the last day of September. We can see Friday afternoon 50s across the northeast Georgia, upstate South Carolina, thanks to the cloud cover and the rain. And the GFS, it's colder. On the GFS over here, we can see we got like 50s starting like Thursday afternoon, all the way into like Saturday morning. So that's pretty cool. For the southeast, and the GFS has like precip wise pretty similar, just much further west. It's like Alabama gets more of that rain. Also, I think we have like a lot of dry air situated across that area. Yeah, so like Thursday, or yeah, this is Wednesday, like kind of evening. We have like dews in the 20s in central Georgia, and then you go like a little further south in like North Florida, 60s, and now like Orlando, just 70s. With this, I mean that's a cool cutoff right there, and we could do see moisture push in that area relatively quickly, but yeah, that's kind of interesting. So right now with Ian, there's like a lot of uncertainty about like where this actually goes. But right now, it's definitely looking like Florida will probably be impacted by this. Most likely. As of right now, I mean, that could change, but the chance of it changing is probably, or not probably, it's more unlikely at this point. Rain in the GEFS here, we can see a good bit of rain across all that area, but see winds here. That's weird. Okay. Kind of curious what the winds are on the GFS. I gotta get pivotal weather. I gotta get the pivotal weather plus so I can actually look at wind gusts other than on windy.com. Let's pull up windy.com. Okay. take a look at some wind gusts, just for fun, So like Friday at 11 a.m. I got some knots. I'll put it into miles per hour. I think you can do that on windy.com. Yeah. Okay, now we're in miles per hour. So we can see we have like 50 gusts coming into Alabama, 40 gusts all the way into North Georgia. And then that like diminishes as the system weakens. But like look at these gusts. So like Friday 5 a.m. Like look how far it's extend 40s all the way into North Carolina. We have gusts approaching 60 in Alabama. The European, you can see how it like that wind really is focused like just over Augusta. I mean, Augusta's gusting like 63 on the European. So there's a little bit of uncertainty like where this wind goes afterwards and where it actually affects the most because I mean, look at this. I mean, Orlando gets like 70 mile per hour wind gusts on the Euro, but then on the GFS, it's much further west. So gonna be interesting here to see what this does. I'm gonna try to get videos out every day, or at least for this weekend and maybe this week. It depends though. I mean, some days maybe not, but I'm gonna try to get as many videos as I have to give update or as I can to get updates on or get updates going for this. But yeah, that'll pretty much wrap up the video. Kind of what's going on right now with Ian. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I also might do some streams this week because I keep forgetting that I can now do that. And so instead of doing videos, I could just do some streams for like an hour or 2 hours. I could play some great Roblox, or other games. I mean, but yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your day. And yes, bye bye.